Hi everyone, I'm back again in this channel. I am here to talk about something different from the past few videos that we have. I do enjoy reviews and also unboxing items. However, I do enjoy also a great deal of football. The love of football, it's actually weird how it happened. I grew up in the Philippines and we're not very big in football. If anything, we were big in basketball. So football was very foreign to me when I came here. And I remember the first team that I actually watched in Super Bowl, not necessarily live, but see on TV without me knowing what football is the 2001 New England Patriots. At that time, they were up against the greatest show on turf, that was the St. Louis Rams. And also at this year, this was the first year entering on the Brady and Belichick era. This was the year that Bledsoe had an injury and Brady had to assume the head position for quarterback. So I really didn't understand what football was, and to be honest, I was just rooting for the Patriots at that time because they were really severely underdog, and I was for the underdog. Over the course of time, I actually was asking about rules and how to understand what it means, first down, second down, pass interference, all that. Eventually, I've learned it, and all throughout that time, I was watching analysts. After the game, they would analyze. Of course, I was already rooting for the Patriots after the 2001 series, so we had it good in the next few years because that was the time that the dynasty came about, because Patriots won 3 in a row, or I should say not in a row, but 3 Super Bowls in the early 2000s. But if you remember, in the middle of that, after 2003, Super Bowl was hard to come by. They would go to the Super Bowl, or at least go near achieving going back to the Super Bowl, but they would always come back empty. So long story short, I've been a fan for that long period of time. And let me tell you this one. It's not quite easy to be a Patriots fan in San Diego, because everybody thinks that you would be a Chargers fan. And I never really got some affinity with the Chargers, not because I'm trying to be different or anything. It's just that I really do enjoy watching the Patriots. I relate to them. I value their effort, because that's one thing you would see with them day in and day out, is that effort. They put in effort. They are professionals. They're not just playing in the field and showboating. They're working. So that's one thing that I like about this team. Also, another thing is that throughout that time, from the time that they were underdog and now, until now, there's a big difference in terms of how they are perceived in the whole country. Before, they were an underdog and nobody knows about them. That was back in 2001. And as they win and as they dominate the AFC East, the animosity against them grew even larger. And I'm not going to blame people, because they do have some scandals against them. I understand that. And the people are not happy about that. I get it. But there's that certain animosity that they are very dislike throughout the country. So in this last Super Bowl, again, and this is quite again, even wherever you go and you're a Patriots fan, the number one question is why. So I already came up with a list of why I like the Patriots throughout the time, because co-workers, friends, even family They don't understand why I love the Patriots. See, I don't like them. I love them. To the point that I have my dog named after Brady. So what are the reasons why I love the Patriots? First and foremost, what you get from them is a no nonsense football. What I mean with no nonsense football is that you won't necessarily see them celebrating extensive period of time for just nothing. Maybe they would celebrate very little and seldom, but they wouldn't necessarily showboat. Also, when they go in the field, they work. It's not like somebody in the group is showing off, or that they're playing around. What they do is that they're very professional, and they give that effort that the people would want to see from them. And that's what I enjoy with them, is that each game that I watch, I am thrilled to watch it. I look forward for it, and I enjoy it. So I know if the Patriots playing, I know I would get a no-nonsense football. Second, this is very relatable for them. And this is the focus and determination that the group have. There's no other way to explain it, how they won the Super Bowl 51. There's no other team I can think of that when they are down 25 towards the last period of the game, third quarter, the last few minutes of third quarter onwards, there's just no way that people can be that determined and focused that they have it in themselves to pull them out of their misery and win. And the Patriots have done this over and over again. Maybe not the 25 points like a Super Bowl. I can think of another game that they were close to that, 24 points against the Peyton Manning's Broncos. So that one, I remember that. I cannot forget that also. But obviously, the weight of the game is on the Super Bowls, right? So this is the only time I can think of, that they went way behind and they were able to pull themselves out of that. And that's sheer will and determination, which, again, those are things I admire. Those are the things I can relate on. People can say all they want against the team, but you gotta respect their will and their determination to get to their goal, and that is the Super Bowl and get the rings. So that's another thing that I have for them, is that will and determination, and they're very good with that. Another thing that I would say I like about the Patriots is that they're very adaptable. You'd hear it over and over again, that most of the people who have won the Super Bowl for several times, they came in there with the same group. So you've got your Hall of Famer quarterback, you would have your Hall of Famer running back, you would have your other team members, pieces of the puzzle that's elite and high Hall of Famers. But with the Patriots, you don't necessarily have that. They don't have year after year prolific players. If anything, year after year, it seems as if they are rebuilding the group. It seems as if they're getting a piece of the puzzle and trying to figure out how they are going to be able to work for the group. So this is one thing that I actually admire about them, is that they can shift their team to how they're going to be playing against another team. So if it's a high passing game, they can move their people to attack that. If they're going against a high passing game. If they are going against the grind and the run game, they know how to also shift that way, and they can play against you that way. So they're really not defined as one team and can only do one thing. They are really a chameleon, and you hear that oftentimes from analysts. Me, as a viewer, I enjoy that a lot because I can see the different variety of a team. It's almost like psychotic. One thing they're this, another game they're that. So you never would guess how they're gonna play out. It's really, the game is designed to the team that they're playing against. So for me, I like the versatility of the team, and also I like the sacrifices and the no ego of the players. And this is the, I want to say, the last bit that I really admire about the Patriots is that the absence of ego in a business where there are millions of dollars being shuffled here and there as your salary. You can help but have some ego. And when you have ego, that's where there's a few things that could impact your play. But with the Patriots, you seldom would see that, because once a player develops an ego, they're out of there. So to me, again, that's relatable in life. I would want to be associated with a team or a group of people who doesn't have any ego in themselves, that they are working towards the same thing like me, and I know that when I have to go and work, they have my back and I got their back. That's really how I see the Patriots. So there you go. So adaptability, no nonsense football, absence of ego, and the sheer will and determination that the group have, and then they're very focused. So those are the really things that I enjoy about the team and the group, and I just wanted to share that. I'm actually having some football withdrawal right now, because Super Bowl 53 has ended, and again the Patriots won and got the ring. I gotta say, this year was not something that I was comfortable with in terms of the Patriots, because I've seen them lose back to back and on the road, and they have to endure a lot this year. So to win this year was even sweeter from the other years, as what Robert Kraft would say. But this year was really an accomplishment to them as a team, and as a viewer, as a fan for how many years now. I am thoroughly enjoying watching them. I am gonna be a fan for a long time, and regardless of what people say, each one has their own relatable team, and I won't try to convince you that the Patriots is the best. That's not what I'm here for, but I'm just letting you know what are the points of view of the fans, why we enjoy the team, and I hope you respect that. And let's all enjoy the next season. The draft is coming soon, so hopefully, I know the Patriots have 12 drafts coming up, and Brady's coming back, Edelman's coming back. We don't know about Gronk yet, but we'll see. But hopefully we get another good season this coming Super Bowl 54. It's good